Floor is yours. Yeah.
All right. This is the NASCAR or Burn It Down NASCAR podcast. We are finally here. It's Daytona week. Excited. I just want to put it out there. Brian and I were father and son, and we just sit down every week and we discuss the week that was, the week coming up. We're not experts. Nobody's paying us. We do this all ourselves and we do it just for fun, and we both love the sport, and that's what it is. So with that being said, we had the Clash last week. Denny Hamlin wins his fourth, whatever.
No one cares.
Exactly. Exactly. I really hope they're done with the stadium, the whole spiel out on the West Coast. My opinion, my thought. It's not working, so quit. The only real thing that, to me, that came out of that was Logano and Gibbs getting into it, and I think they're equally to blame for whatever they were irritated about. Gibbs is letting him know that you might be the champion or a past champion times two, but I'm here to stay. So, I just wasn't impressed. Viewership for the Clash was way down, but I'm not bashing NASCAR on that one. They had to make a decision, moved it up a day, cleared out a lot of the leading up to events, the heat races.
Well, it's gonna happen again this weekend, so.
Yeah, the weather's not looking too promising this weekend.
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, lots of rain.
Yeah. We'll see. NASCAR always seems to figure out a way to get it in. It's not very often they have to move it to a different day, but it is what it is, and we'll see what they do about it. Got a whole slate of races. As we are speaking, it is Wednesday. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all those out there. Tonight is pole qualifying.
Front row qualified.
Right. Top two on speed.
And Hendricks has dominated for the last 10 years, so I don't see anything different. To be honest. I don't see anything
why
different.
Is Ryan Blaney like the favorite of everybody?
Because he's a past champion. That's how it always. The past champion's always the favorite going the next season. Just like last year's Joey Logano. Doesn't matter. Ryan Blaney is a good speedway racer. He's always been up there, but he's never been able to finish. He's always pushing his teammate like Cindric he did in 2020 or whatever it was. He's always there. He's just never. He's always the bridesmaid, never the bride for the Daytona. So that's probably why.
Well, jumping ahead here just a little bit, but and then I want to pull it back. Kyle Busch has never won at Daytona in 20 years.
They're pushing that heavily on social media. Like,
yep,
they're trying to compare him.
Because it was Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Yes.
That didn't do it for 20 years, and he's in the same supposed equipment. So
it's same owner, not equipment.
I just thought that was interesting. I guess I realized it. I just hadn't really thought about it. I think it'd be cool to see Kyle Busch win it. And he's another one. He's been right up there a lot and never got it done. So much to talk about. All right. Let's hit a couple of quick things that caught my attention this week. And as I said, people, we're not professionals. We just discuss. Uh what do you think about Junior with no contract, and it doesn't look like he's going to be on TV this year for NBC?
I heard that there is no contract, but they're optimistic that they're gonna get one. But I think before he was green, he didn't know what he was doing. Now he knows the process of it's been 3 years, 4 years, whatever it's been. He knows the process. He probably has needs and wants in the booth and around him to make the product better instead of just being a plug and play greenhorn. Now he's not really a greenhorn. He knows what he's doing. So he's probably wants better this, better that. So he's probably negotiating behind the scenes. I expect him to be there, but I don't expect Burton to be there.
Okay. I have no opinion on one way or the other on that. I think the whole NBC booth can be dramatically improved. I'm with you that I don't necessarily like Jeff Burton in there. I don't see any value that Steve Letarte has.
If anything, he's the Larry McReynolds of NBC. Just the inside. He has a crew chief knowledge of the cars and whatnot. What, baby? But he has the knowledge. I just wish there was more
hi baby
excitement in their when they talk instead of they're just so monotone. Oh crap. You're welcome. But no, they're not. They're so monotone in the way, okay, when they brought it up, I was watching something on YouTube, and they're talking about how the broadcasts have changed between then and now, and one of them, the excitement, is excitement in the voice of let's say the Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson incident. They don't get excited, they don't try to make it exciting to watch. If a crash is happening, oh no, what's going on? They're oh, there he is in the wall. There's no excitement. They're so monotone. The same thing with the Ross Chastain thing. Jeff, if you watch the video of them doing it, Jeff Burton's pointing because he didn't want to cut off Burton or Junior. Look, oh, there he is, right in the wall. Like a video game move. They don't freak out. Oh my God, Jeff Burton, he should have freaked out. Look at him. Sorry to cut you off, but look. They don't have the excitement of...
It was the move of the last 50 years. Yeah. There should have been a lot more.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. They were excited, but I don't know. They haven't found the right combination in the booth is the best way to put it. Someone needs to get Junior out of his shell, be a little bit more exciting besides the slide job that they try to keep pushing all the time now. So I don't know. That's the only thing they have with Junior is the slide job that he got excited about with his first year. Other than that, there's nothing to it.
And on the other hand, I'm really excited to see Harvick in the booth with Boyer.
We'll see.
And I know I'm an outlier on this, but I like Boyer in the booth. I really do. He's just a country boy. And I love the way he talks. I love the way he narrates. I love the points that he brings up. Harvick's more, I guess, on the junior side where he doesn't get too excited about anything, but I think that Boyer can get him or bait him into getting a little more excited and saying things. Hey, sweetie.
We'll see how they're tandem together, but I just want more excitement in the booth.
I agree. But you're asking to go back to the days
Let's
of,
continue it. I'll be right back.
all right, Dale Jarrett and Ned Jarrett and Benny Parsons and all of that. And I just can't keep talking without looking at my granddaughter. You gonna talk to me? Oh my goodness. You gonna dance? Yeah.
Keep talking. Don't stop on
I,
me.
try, I tried. I was enjoying my granddaughter. But yeah, we've lost a lot of great broadcasters. And I think you're right. I think they're kind of struggling to.
They don't have the right good tandems right now.
No, they don't.
As much as we talk crap about Darrell Waltrip, Larry Mack, and whoever was in that, at least they had excitement in the booth back then. They tried.
Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart. I don't. Well, I do know why this year, because Tony Stewart is going full time,
Yeah.
dragging to be taking his wife's ride while she has their baby. I like Tony Stewart in the booth.
Well, he's a
'Cause
no.
he
He's
mixed-
he's a no bullshitter. If he's gonna call it out, like, well, that was a dumbass move. Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? So, like, that's why. So, hopefully, Kevin Harvick has that attitude because he's been known to be like that. So, we'll see how that goes.
We'll see. I'll still enjoy the race. Speaking of which, we got a bunch of them coming up. Like we said, tonight is pole qualifying or front row. The best of the two top speeds gets the pole, and the other one's outside. Tomorrow, being Thursday the 15th, we have the twin 125s, the duels, whatever you want to call them. And from that point, as they finish, I think there's five people that might, or that aren't in on charters, and only one of them will go home.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe more because the 44 charter just came up and says they're trying to get in too. So I think that might be that more now.
Yeah, but that they were saying, I've seen on social media that it was going to be Greg Biffle. Well, he came out this week and said no. There's some contractual issues from 2022, and I don't understand all of it. But he's not going to. Bottom line, he's not going to be there in the 44.
I know who is.
Who?
JJ Yeley.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, JJ Yeley is driving the car.
Okay. I don't have a list in front of me of the 5 possibilities that could go home. I know David Reagan is one of them. He's driving third entry for RFK, the number 60 car. I think he's in.
Let me go for the one random cars that aren't charters. Is BJ McLeod? Is that a charter? Number 78, I think it is. Zane Smith in the 71. Anthony Alfredo in the 62. David Reagan in the 60 RFK Racing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, okay. Justin Haley's in the 51. Rick Ware, which is Roush Howard. Let's see. JJ Yeley in the 44. Kaz Gralla in the 36. Daniel Hemrick in the 31. And AJ Allmendinger in the 16. That looks like
Okay, so those are the 5. Of those 5, who do you think won't make it?
Probably J.J. Yaley or Anthony
That
Alfredo. Because those are
I
those
was thinking the
those
same thing.
those two are the I'm not saying because it's just they're last minute into those cars, those rides. You never know. Um, it's the Twins, like they can easily race their way in. Just lay back until the end of last 10 laps and push. So
Well, and it depends on the attrition during the 125s
yeah,
too.
yeah. So yeah, it's yeah. Those would be my 2 guesses.
Listen to on Sirius XM today, midday show, and they had David Reagan on, and it was really interesting to listen to him. He retired in 2019. Yeah, 2019 from full-time racing, and he says it was family related. He wanted to spend more time with his wife and I got the hiccups now, with his wife and kids. uh he's never really left RFK as far as a part. He does sim racing, he does all kinds of R&D with them. But he said when they came to him with this package and asked him if he'd drive again, for the 500. And I think what Brad is looking for is, maybe a late race, need a pusher for him or uh,
Busher.
Busher. Uh, and with them calling out Blaney as like the favorite to win, and the Ford's getting their new package this year because they screwed up so bad last year. I think you could see a Ford train at the front
Ford's
of
always
this.
been powerful at super speeds, regardless. So I don't know where they're trying to say that they're. I don't know. I don't know where they're trying to get where they're saying they're not gonna be good because they've always been good at super speedways. They just struggled at the mediocre, like the medium tracks, the short tracks. Super speedways, Ford's always been good.
They have. They haven't been bad.
No,
It just depends on whether somebody gets stupid or not. All right. Um,
bulldozer
like we
Brad.
just pardon me?
I said bulldozer Brad.
Snowplow Brad, bulldozer Brad. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting, I think, whenever they do get it in. Another thing caught my. There's 50 entries for the ARCA, which to me, the ARCA race is one of the best races of the weekend. I just love watching the ARCA, and it's you said Saturday at 1:30, so that's clearly leading up to the Xfinity race. Qualifying again if they get it in. Uh, I love watching the ARCA guys there. They're just like the truck guys. They're balls to the wall. They're all trying to prove
Well, there's no
something.
time in those races to sit around and try to figure it out. You got to get to the front and stay in the front. So it's just bare knuckle go. There's
Yep.
no time laying back in those races.
No, you can't do that like you can in the 500
And make
or
up,
even
yeah.
in the
Well,
Xfinity.
you could have a problem, a penalty or a tire, and go lap down. You can have time in the Cup Series to bring it back, but in those races, you rarely have a chance to bring it back.
I absolutely agree. Uh few other little things. Ross Chastain is going to try and enhance his driving ability doing partial trucks for Nice Racing. I think that'll be interesting. Kyle Busch is also going to enter some truck races for Spire Sports.
Yeah, since he no longer
What?
owns trucks.
Yeah, yep. Uh, Frankie Muniz.
Yeah,
What TV show was he in?
Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle.
You know, the crazy part is he doesn't remember any of it. He got like a concussion or something happened. He doesn't remember any of it. Nothing of that show.
I did not know that.
There's something happened where he got a head injury or something. He doesn't remember any of doing that show. Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts.
Yeah. He doesn't remember doing any of it.
Wow. He's turned out to be a good little racer.
Yeah, he's been. I'm pretty sure he's been racing for not too long, but longer than what you think. But for
a couple 2 years, he's been in and out doing things.
Yeah, I think he's been out for 2 years of ARCA. Then they finally go into Ford Performance is backing him in Xfinity for the year.
Yep, I'm pleased about that. All right, this one I think you'll probably know a hell of a lot more about than I do. But it's come out on Junior's Dirty Mo podcast that he's tired of Hamlin.
Tired of Hamlin?
Yes. And his
I'm better than you
attitude.
Yes. I didn't hear that, no.
All right. I didn't watch it either. I just thought maybe I threw it in there because I thought maybe you'd know more about it because you do watch those podcasts. And
I've been so busy at work, I haven't really had time to sit down on breaks to watch anything. So no, I haven't seen that, heard that. I'm pretty sure it'll come up, but no, but I can see it. He's probably, Junior is a race car driver. He's a fan. He's trying to help propel the sport, and he probably sees what Hamlin's doing is not helping the sport. As a fan, he's probably resenting him, but as a friend, he's like, bro, like he gets it. As an employee of Dirty Mo, he has a podcast with them, so he probably can't. So he's probably like, no, that's not working. What, baby? But no, he's probably as a fan probably not liking it, but as a as a friend, I don't know. It's hard to tell him like don't do that, but it's Hamlin's dad told him to calm down, so we'll see how far that goes.
Well, and I thought I saw somewhere where Hamlin actually came out and said he's not going to use that.
Yeah, Hamlin's dad texted him and said that's cringy. Stop doing it. So he's not going to do it.
I beat your favorite driver, all of them.
Yeah,
enough's enough.
So Denny Hamlin says he's going to try to come up with something else to say in his interviews. Probably something
He just needs to go out there, shut his damn mouth, and drive his car.
Well, he's so jealous of every other driver because they're liked and they're, people are buying their gear and whatnot. Because I don't remember, if you remember, it was probably 2 or 3 years ago in the chase or the final 16. I think it was in the top 8. He got knocked out or something happened, and I forgot what it was. It was something, I want to say it was a confrontation between Denny Hamlin and Alex Bowman when they had their little feud going. And they were questioning about, what's going on with Denny. Denny's like, because everybody likes Chase Elliott. And everybody's like, what did Chase Elliott have to do anything? Like, so it was just, I had to find that interview. Even, like, everybody's like, what is he talking about Chase Elliott for? But I think it's resentment. Is really what it is. Because Denny Hamlin is a hell of a driver, but his attitude, what he has, I think it's built up resentment over the last 18, 20 years of he never really got the fan vote, so he's trying to play the villain card now.
It's not going to work.
Because he's not. He's here. How do you be the villain? You do a Dale Earnhardt. You shut your mouth, you put your car, spin him out. You don't say anything. Oh, well, just try to rattle his cage. That's how you deal with it. You don't say, well, I just beat your favorite driver. Like, if you want to be that route, do that route. But don't be nonchalant about it. Just rattle his cage. There you go. That's what he needs to do.
Senior and Terry Labonte, Bristol.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember that night.
So I'm just saying, like, that's what he needs to do. I think he would gain a lot more fan support.
He would if he wasn't so damn arrogant. And that's the problem with Denny Hamlin is I think he's he feels like he deserves a lot more than what he's got. And my attitude is look, dude, you're driving for one of the top teams in the sport. You own your own team, and you're paired up with one of the biggest megastars in sports history across all spectrums.
Yeah.
You need to just shut up and kind of do like the Jeff Gordon. It's like, it doesn't matter what you say, don't hurt me. I know what's what. So, hey kid. All right, let's cover up a few more things. We'll get on to some predictions. John Hunter Nemechek, he's going to race for Gibbs in the Xfinity 10 races, the number 20 car. He's part of the rotation out of that. So I think he'll do well there. Another thing Kate popped up this week is because Camaro's going away.
I seen
Now
Cadillac.
They're talking about Cadillac.
I seen fan renders, and it actually looks good, but it's GM, so why not? I don't see the problem with it. The CTS fits better as a car. The Cadillac CTS fits better as a NASCAR because it's got a bulky body than the Camaro. The Camaro's not a bulky body. They built that car as a supercar now, and it wouldn't fit as a NASCAR model car. So I like what they're doing. It's GM, but it'll be weird saying the Cadillac, the Caddy.
Well, I'm just speaking personally. My Camaro's pretty bulky too.
That's Camaro. That's a Camaro. Not they have Camaros, but they're getting deactivating Camaros.
I know.
Going So, but they get rid of Camaros. They have to stop it in the Cup Series, so they have to switch to Corvette, and the Corvette isn't stocky.
No, Corvette won't.
No, Corvette. So
won't.
what other car is there? You know what I'm saying? The Cobalt, like.
That's not gonna work.
So the only logical thing is the Cadillac CTS, which is a very high class, fast car.
Okay, I wonder what you thought about that.
It's GM. I like it. I just make it look good.
Yeah, make it race good.
Yeah.
All right, one last thing I want to bring up: rookies of the year. Your candidates:
Josh Berry,
Josh Berry, Carson Hocevar, Kaz Grala, and Zane Smith.
Oh, Kaz Grala is a full time.
That's what they're saying.
That's surprising. Okay, no. Zane Smith will be up there. Hocevar will be too. He needs to get out of his. He's still green, but he did really well when he was filled in for the 42. That's why he got his ride. So. I still think Barry because he proved it in Hendrick stuff at least.
I agree with you. I think Josh Berry will be rookie of the year.
Yeah. And then if Hocevar would be who's the other one? Hocevar and
Zane Smith.
I think it'll be Barry, Smith, Zane Smith, then Hocevar, and then Grala will be your order. But that's just off the top of my head. But like I said, Hocevar can go up there. He proved he can race these cars. He's just got to get a little bit more comfortable with it. You want to go?
Okay. All right, let's do a little bit of predicting here. I've got a couple of categories. For the 500, who's your dark horse?
What's considered a dark horse?
Not a top tier racer. Let me put it to you this way. The last two winners of the Daytona 500 have not made it into the Clash.
Okay.
That's kind of what I would consider a dark horse. It's Stenhouse, and I think it was Cindric, the last two winners.
Dark horse for me? Would you consider this person a dark horse? Noah Gregson?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then I'll say Noah Gregson. His 10 car looks sharp too. Have you seen the pictures of it?
Yeah, Black Rifle Coffee and all
Look
that.
sharp, yeah.
I'm going with Barry, Josh Berry.
Yeah, I guess technically he is a dark horse.
That's
interesting. He posed it Stuart Haas.
Yep. Who do you think is gonna be this year? I was gonna go with like manufacturer, blah blah blah, but it doesn't matter. So
when you choose, yeah.
Who do you think is gonna be? Because again, we're doing preseason predictions, so it's all up. Who do you think is gonna win the championship this year?
Championship?
Yeah.
I was expecting that question. I thought you were gonna say Daytona.
Oh, we'll get there.
I don't want to pick the obvious, but if I'm gonna really try to pick a ringer, like I don't know, maybe I want to say Kyle Larson, but that's not right because he might be preoccupied with his Indy stuff, but that's only one race. Man,
I'll tell you who I'm picking for this year's champion. Ross Chastain.
Well, he needs to pick it up over last year.
Because they put him in a box. I think he's coming out of that box this year. He's going back to 2 years ago where like, you don't like it, kiss my ass. I'm winning everything.
I'm going to say Kyle Busch. He's second year in Childress. It's his second. He's got sponsorship. He's got the support. He's learned the system. He's got a year under the belt. It's his second year. I think I'll say Kyle Busch.
That's not a bad pick. But we both went with Chevys for the championship.
Yeah. Because my heart says Chase Elliott or Larson, but like Chase Elliott needs to come out and prove he can win again. And Kyle Larson, like I said, he might be preoccupied with the Indy 500, but like as long as he gets a win, he's in the championship, and the Indy 500 is after I don't know. So in my heart, I want to say that, but Kyle Busch, he got rid of his truck series. He's got rid of his sports drink. Like he's concentrating 100% racing now. So we'll see. But I think Busch. I'll say Kyle Busch.
Other than his boy, he's
Yeah.
really him. All right. Winner of the 500?
Alex Bowman. I think he's going to come out striking hot. I don't know why. I have a feeling. I don't know why.
All right. So your dark horse is Gregson. Your winner is Bowman. My dark horse is Josh Berry.
Like the thing is, it's one of those races anyone can win.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm going with Keselowski.
Damn good. You know, he's also right on the edge after doing what he can all last year with Buescher. I don't see why not.
How many times did he give it up last year?
Oh yeah, Buescher? Yeah, a lot.
He could have pushed him out of the way.
Easily taken one or two of those wins away. But he's being he's thinking long term. So
he's owner.
Easily.
It's my car.
Yeah, easily.
All right. Like I said, I think we've kind of chewed it up good enough. I do want to promote the Fantasy League on NASCAR.com. Go to Fantasy Live. Burn It Down NASCAR podcasts. I've got it up on True NASCAR Fans. We're on YouTube supposedly.
Yeah, I need to upload quicker, but yes.
No worries. And hopefully we start getting some traction and people start giving us some feedback. And I want to reiterate and emphasize, we are not professionals. We're just a father and son that both enjoy the same sport, and we like talking about it every week. We're not experts, but we have fun. So, with that, do you have anything else that you would like to bring up?
No, I don't. I didn't see anything that was. I guess I can look real quick, if anything, because knowing us, when we always do this, we get off and news pops up.
All right, I got one more little prediction just because I just thought about it because of what today is. Who you think's going to have the pole for the 500?
It's one of the Hendricks cars. Alex Bowman. I thought I would say he's a winner and gonna get it, because that's a juju. I think Bowman will be front row, if not pole. And I'll say it was William Byron. He's gonna come out hot too. He's
You're going to say Byron?
Byron. Yeah, I'm gonna say Byron.
I'm going to say Larson.
I want to say Larson too, because he's also, but we'll see how it goes.
A lot of it's going to depend on their, and I haven't seen a list yet of the qualifying order. So that's going to depend a lot of it. We're doing it at night. It's like at what, 8:30?
8:50.
Yeah, so the tracks,
yeah.
so the track's going to be cold. Rubber put down's not going to be much. I don't know if you have an advantage going early versus last. But the bottom line in all of this is Daytona's Daytona. It doesn't much matter where you start. All that qualifying is more or less pit selection.
I know the order. I found the order.
Oh well, let's hear it. Notables.
The notables: Carson Harsevar is number 1. Alfredo is number 2. Dane Smith is 3. Let's see.
Poor guys.
Well, it looks like everybody who's not like a regular is the first 8, 9. And then it goes Nemechek, Herbst, Dillon, Yaley, Hemrick, Gregson, LaJoy, Briscoe, Gralla, then Burton, Gilliland, Cindric, Johnson, Jones, Hamlin, then Barry, Keselowski, Stenhouse, Blaney, Larson, Logano, Byron, Reddick, Bell, Bowman, Gibbs, Busch, Elliott, Chastain, Buescher, Truex, McDowell, Suarez, and then Wallace.
Bubba's dead last.
Yeah.
All right, I'll leave that alone. I'm very interested too to see how Jimmy Johnson does.
Well, it's gonna be interesting with the new. Well, tomorrow with the twins. I want to see how these cars react with the new noses that Toyota and Ford's got. So
yeah. Well, they're correcting an error from last year. They both chose the wrong package because all three of them, Chevy, Toyota, and Ford, they had a couple of different choices they could make, but they had to stick with it for the year. And it's like Chevy was the only, even though Blaney in a Ford won the championship, throughout the year, performance was
way
heavily
below.
weighted.
Yeah. Way below than what they
heavily
want.
weighted with Chevy versus the other two. But all right, man. I really got nothing else. I mean, we're all just sitting here waiting on everything to happen.
Yeah, 3 hours is qualifying starts in 3 hours.
Yep. So unless you got anything else, I'm pretty much done with it.
Yeah,
Other
same
than
here.
looking at my beautiful granddaughter there.
What's up, baby? What? What is that? Where's it go? Like that? There you go. There you go. But yeah, nothing. I was trying to think if there's no other news, but it's just media day today, and there's nothing that came out that was like
Nothing earth
yeah,
shattering.
nothing that made headlines.
All right.
I just don't want Denny Hamlin to win. Someone needs to take him out early, or him break a transmission like he did last year or the year before. I can't remember.
I agree with you. He just needs to be. I love those memes after last year. Pictures look like me, still waiting for a championship.
Yeah.
So, all right, everybody. Like I said, check us out. Join our league. Go to True NASCAR Fans on Facebook, and let's have fun this year.
Did you shout out the fantasy league at any point? I don't remember if you did or not.
I think I did. Do it again. NASCAR.com. Click on Fantasy Live. Search for Burn It Down NASCAR podcast and join us.
And usually the links are always in the description somewhere, wherever these are posted. So they're there. You just gotta click them.
Yep. It doesn't cost you anything, and
just gotta be consistent. You miss a week, you're gonna be hurting. You have to be on it every week.
And if we get some people joining us, we'll talk about it every week.
Yep. And it depends if we get enough. Prizes may be introduced. So.
Yes, absolutely. So, all right, I am done. Again, I'm Dave. This is Brian. To my left, as I'm looking at it, and we're just father and son that like talking about NASCAR. So, hope you guys enjoy it.